Okay. Um, Good day, everybody, and welcome to the project course for your final evaluation. Before you leave Unical or before you leave the school, in fact, your 4 years that you have spent in the school is actually preparing you for this particular section of your life, in the sense that whatever you present as your project is your identity, and it's your first degree, and it should be very, very important to you, or you should take it as something that is very serious. Why am I saying that? The project is basically a research or a problem that you are going to resolve in that industry or in any field that you are doing your research on. But because it's a computer class or computer department, all your project is going to be either on hardware, database, or software, and a little bit of or more of programming both ways. For either ways, you should be ready to provide solution to a problem. Now, how do you get a solution to a problem is exactly why we have this lecture today. We are going to be looking at information literacy. And on that, I'm going to explain what information literacy is all about. According to the Association of College and Research Libraries, they defined information as, sorry, sorry, let me just quickly add some people that are yet to join the group. Admit, and then admit. I don't know why this thing is having to just invite all. Okay. Sorry, and the ability to recognize the need for information and be able to locate and evaluate and use the information. So locating and evaluating is what I will use this training or this lecture to do. Now, for you to now use the information is what we'll be doing with other videos I'm going to be dropping. So for now, it's just for you to get your background of study right, and then you'll be able to write your literature review in case that's okay. You can move on to chapter 2 if you're able to write your literature review perfectly. So I'm just telling us different ways with which we can be able to search for information or get materials regarding our topic. So, and I said that for us to get a material for our topic, we need to first of all ask a question. When do we need an information? And I told us that when immediately you have a research question, you have you have to get information regarding that research question. And the information you're going to get is as a result of your keywords. And how do we locate information? You locate information in libraries, meaning that you have to go to Unica Library or any school library for those people that are amongst us that are not part of Calabar people. Anyways, or you go to database, different databases. There's the database, medical databases. There are medical based on what you are researching on. There are databases for all of them where you can get your data sets from also. Or you go to Google Scholar, which I'm going to do at the end of this. I'm going to show us an example at the end of this lecture. So, the last is how to evaluate your information if your information is actually what you need so that you can be able to do your research work properly. And you have to know if it's biased or it's objective. Most times you go towards the objective section because you are interested in the topic itself and its objectivity. Now, I told us that in order for us to search for information, we need to break our research questions into keywords. After breaking into keywords, we'll first of all search for the definitions of these keywords. That is how your literature review will be written. Define each of these keywords, then you now search for their relationship. After such a relationship, your final statement should be what ties all of them together. And how do you do that? Like I said, on your keywords, you have what they call main concepts in topics that you are exploring. The main concept. We've seen an example, and which I'm going to show us again, so to refresh our memory. The main concept behind that particular term is what we are interested in. And the example was, how does cyberbullying affect teenagers and mental health? Maybe this project topic is about design and implementation of a cyberbullying architecture for to prevent teenage mental status. Then your question or research question from such a topic will now be, how does cyberbullying affect teenagers and mental health? Now, the beauty of this thing that we are doing now is that from the way I have taught you how to use keywords. You, especially on social media trends, you will no longer just type like most people now. What they will do, they will just copy the whole of this thing. How does cyberbullying affect, and type it on Google. Google will give you a lot of information, but not things that are related to what you're talking about. But until you break that whole thing into keywords and now search based on keywords before you get the exact thing that we're referring to. And what did I do? I would have keywords like cyberbullying and teenagers and then mental health. Then the first thing was to combine both of them in a search where I got victimization as a result of this search, which is victimization is what the intercept of these two, that when you study the concept of cyberbullying and study the concept of teenagers and use a special search, which is and, using a combination, a Boolean operator and, to search for it, what intercepts both of them is victimization, meaning that the result of topics or search behind these two, what will come out if we are using and to streamline our search, it will be victimization. That's the result of cyberbullying and teenagers, you understand? So now using teenage victimization now to search for mental health, because what I'm looking at for is that an effect, please take note, an effect. So when you are searching, you should always look for the phrase in that your, what's the name, research question, the effect. So after searching victimization, teenage victimization and mental health, this result now came out that the victimization experience served as a significant predictor of bystanders' antisocial reaction strategies. It has to say a whole lot of things, but I just give us, this is how you actually string down to the information you are looking for regarding this research question. Now, I went further to tell us how to connect keywords by using the Boolean expression and, or, and then not. I told us that and is when you are looking for, we are streamlining your search between two keywords. Or if we are looking for everything behind those two keywords. Are you getting me? Meaning that this A, let's assume that this is A, the keyword is A, and the other keyword is B. Meaning that when you use A or B, means that everything that has to do with A and everything that has to do with B, publish everything out. But when you say A and B, it means that the only part where both of them relate, it's not everything that has to do with A, and it's not everything that has to do with B. That's what to bring out for you. Then when you say A not B, it only bring out what you need to know about A, excluding B. That's how these three operators work. When you key them into either Google Scholar or other databases that you want to search for a keyword or rather information regarding what you are researching on. Then I gave us an example that cyberbullying and teenagers, how I got my former the example I showed us before. Now I said that when I mixed them together by using and, I was able to get, this is the result I got. And I realized that victimization is what is that intercepting word between both of them. And I said teenage victimization and mental health. That was the next search. And that gave me this final result, which I quoted and said that it's as a result of the result I pasted previously was the result that I got from this search. So with that now, I can now be able to answer that research question, that how has cyberbullying of teenagers affect their mental health? Now, I gave us another example. I said, okay, maybe we are working on social media, but social media is a very big platform for us to work. You understand? We have a whole lot of other things on social media. So the first thing we need to look at is our research question. Now, what was our research question? It says, how does college students college students' use of social media affect their academic performance? Quickly, the first thing we'll do is to come up with their keywords. And I said the keywords here are the college students, social media, academic performance. But please take note, affect again. We want to know what these two, college students and social media, how they affect academic performance. So I came up with two search phrases that you can type on Google, and I explained both of them for us. I said, this now, they are saying that social media, which is this, and college students, which is this, you want to know what is relating them. That's why we use and there. Now, or means that whatsoever that comes out from this search or and whatsoever that comes out from this search, meaning that everything that has to do with whatever comes out from this search and everything that has to do with whatsoever comes out from this search, publish all of them. Because obviously, social media and college students will not give us a lot of information regarding college students. In as much as yes, you can use it to do a lot of things. You can use social media for a whole lot of things, but regarding college students is the findings is a bit low. So we now combine those ones with the ones you will now get for grades or academic performance against undergraduates. You cannot be able to answer the same question. Now, having said that, I now said every information we get before we can be able to utilize it, we need to take it through this model, which is called the COPE model. We need to test for its currency, its objectivity, its purpose, and ease. Now, to test for its currency, you need to look for the credibility, which was what I did not tell you initially. So I'm just trying to go through it now. I'm also going to share this video with you. I'm going to edit this video and share with you, so you don't need to bother yourself in trying to copy too much. You understand? Just try and understand what I'm trying to say. Then we'll move on from there. So I said for the currency, you need to look at how credible is that paper. There are different feelings you can use there. Is it high? Is it low? Or is it neutral? I'm going to show us in the chat GPT where I use in analyzing these documents. Then the second thing is how accurate is it? Is it high? Is it low? Or is it neutral? And is the paper, is it authoritative? If it's authoritative, is that paper reliable? You need to answer those questions. Then is it peer reviewed? Peer review means that are there people that have actually reviewed it? Did the paper go to a journal or a group of peer reviewers to be able to review that paper and okay, and say, okay, this paper is of content? So in this particular paper, it did not tell us that there was a peer review. So it's either a yes or a no. Now, but another thing that counters this no is that this paper has appeared in other information handles like Elsevier, PedMed, other databases. So it has appeared there. So it means that, okay, this paper is kind of current. The next thing you need to test for is objectivity. When you're testing for objectivity, you're asking yourself, is that paper biased or subjective? Objective means that is it talking towards where you're working towards, or is it discussing, there is a left wing and there's a right wing. The one that is supporting what you are working towards is objective, while the one that is negating it, that is not going towards that, is biased. So most times you pick all the papers that are usually objective. You understand? Then is the language of the paper, is it persuasive enough or is not persuasive enough? So you can feel whether it's low or it is high. Then does it have various viewpoints? Viewpoints in looking at the particular objectivity. You can also state it there. Please take notes. All these things can be done with ChatGPT. So you don't have to start bothering yourself to know which one is persuasive enough. Which one. You just paste it on ChatGPT and hit this thing to narrate it for you. You write it down, and if you see paper that you can use, you can now move on to narrate what you are trying to narrate. Then the thesis statement, is it clear or is it balanced? Those are also things that you should look out for. Then after you finish filling this part, you will now go for the purpose. Now the purpose is telling you what is the essence of the paper. You understand? So based on the purpose, now these are the various ways you can evaluate it. What is the author's purpose? Is it informative? Is it something or just a verbose something? Don't It's not something that you can actually pick sense from it. Just talking about plenty jargons, you understand? You need to put that there. Yeah, what is his viewpoint? Is his viewpoint is it high, is it low, or is it neutral? You you also put that there. Then is he trying to sell something? Is he trying to sell an idea, or is he trying to make money from this paper or the rest? Because some people will put something there, and at the end of the day, they tell you that before you can be able to access their code or something, you should send an email to them. They are selling something, you understand? So if you rather put it there, then is it entertaining? Is it something that is meant to entertain you, amuse you? So if it is entertaining, it will not be informative. It will just be it just while away your time. But if it is educative, then it is informative. Those are the things you should look out for. Then, is there any form of advertisement, meaning that are you to sell something? So these two should be no, and no, yeah. They know that yes, exactly this information, this paper is something that you can work with. Then lastly, you need to know how easy it is for you to access that paper. Is it well organized? Is there a table of contents for you to be able to navigate your work? Are there indexes on it? Are there footnotes, endnotes, and bibliography? All that we will answer in there. That was what I was trying to explain earlier on. Now, let me share my screen with you and show you, um, excuse me, sorry, let me end that. Okay. Um, I hope you can see can you see my screen, everybody? This was what I was showing you earlier on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This was the paper that I actually picked online. But before we do that, let me go to Google. Aha. And this is Google Scholar. Okay, you can just type Google Scholar on Google and hit on Google Scholar. This is how Google Scholar comes up exactly. It comes up like this. Then we're looking at um, cyber bullying, and then we hit enter. Now you can see a whole lot of papers that has to do with cyber bullying. Now, first thing you need to look at for is what time. You understand? So my papers that I would like you to, when you are trying to define most of these things, especially the keywords, you understand? Please take note. This is not part of your work. This is just a keyword in another as an example. Try to for people that are much recent. So you just when you hit since 2024, it will give you papers that are relatively more recent, meaning that they have given you information that is of a recent topic, you understand? So you pick such papers to define them. Then secondly, you also look for papers that are heavily cited, you understand? Let's see. Uh, I cannot see any citation in most of these papers. Maybe, okay. I'm going to show you guys how to cite papers later on, but for now, I think you just look for papers that are heavily cited. I think let me try and open this paper, or let's say the survey of students as a means of cyberbullying prevention in social and digital environments. If I click on that paper, all these are different papers. That's to tell you how good Google Scholar is. Um, so you can see that this paper, this is how the paper comes. And this one is talking more of I'm coming. I'm actually looking for the citation here. I'm not seeing any citation there. Or rather, how many people have cited this document. So the document does not look interesting to me unless this is what I'm looking for. It does not look interesting to me. So I'll go back and pick on this other doc, or you don't need to just pick on any document. First of all, read the description here. If it says something about what you are trying to talk about before you then pick or use that paper. So let's look at artificial intelligence in detecting and preventing online harassment, which is also part of cyberbullying. Okay, this is the paper, and then still this guy does not tell me the number of people that have cited this paper. Okay, if he doesn't tell me, There's another place you can also go to. Meanwhile, please take note, it has given me the definitions, most of the definitions of cyberbullying. So in case if your work has to do with cyberbullying, you have already seen where you get definitions that you put in your work. But please do not plagiarize. When you plagiarize your work, no matter how decent the work is, immediately you find that your work is plagiarized, it's all cancelled. What am I trying to say? Any work you see online, like say this is the definition of cyberbullying that you see, and you want to put it in your work, you can put it in your work. But if you put it in your work and you do not reference the person or these documents that you got this work from, it will be plagiarization. It's as simple as that. So what do? After copying the work, you need to go to your reference and use the information here to reference the work. And I'm going to show us how to do that. Let's say we want to reference this particular work. I hope we have enough time. And then I close this, I come back to this page and I copy, okay, let's look at definition for what's the name? For cyberbullying, and then I just copy everything that is here down to, okay, to this place. I copy it, come back to my Word, or I can go to ChatGPT and ask it to, let me do that. I come here, go to the new chat, and I say, please rephrase, colon, and I paste that work there, and I hit enter. ChatGPT will now give me a better definition of cyberbullying, which I will now copy into my work. So I copy it and then come to my work and then I paste it there. Now, after pasting the work now, remember that this work has been rephrased, you understand? It says that definitions of cyberbullying encompasses blah, blah, blah. I want to show you how to reference this work. So what do? You come to references. Please take notes. After you have, this is the article. Every phrase should be referenced. So if what I'm referencing is just only this place in my work, it's good you put a reference there. So what you do before this full stop, you just hit before that full stop. Then come to your references and click on reference. When you get to reference, come down to citation and click on citation. When you click on citation, it tells you add new source, which is your information source. You click on the new source, it shows you a table. Now on the table is asking what type of source. You come back to this place. You find out, oh, where is it? You come back here, I think it's up here. You come back here, you can find out that it is a journal. It is a journal, this is a journal, you understand? So you come back to your work. I hope you are seeing my screen. Are you seeing my screen, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So you come to your source, type, it's a journal article, click on journal article. Then the authors, you come back to the document. These are the authors. So you copy the authors and you need to know how to paste the author. So you copy the author. Let me show you that even here. You come here and you paste the author. Please take notes. Anywhere you see comma like this, it will read all these documents and as it is like this. So the way I've put it now, this is how it's going to appear in my work. But if you put comma in between these two become different names. So please take note of that. Now the title, please, every title should be in between quotation mark. So you come in between this quotation mark and all of them should be capitalized. I'm going to show you that. So I come back to this place and I copy the title. This is the title. And I copy it, I come to my work again, and in between the quotation mark, I hit the title there. Now, when I say capitalize, it means that every word, the first character should be capital letter, meaning that artificial A should be capital letter, intelligence I should be capital letter, detecting the D should be capital letter, but words like in and add, they are not capitalized. So you just pick all these words and put them in capital letter in between quotation mark. Now that you have gotten that, the next thing is the journal name. Come back to the work again. And our journal name, let me see, there's a better name for it because this name is looking so bogus. Okay, let's take up it, which is IG Global. IG Global. Let's see if it has any other. Um, okay, did not tell us any other thing apart from that. So I'll just look for IG Global. Okay, IGI Global. So we put it there. IGI, then colon global. Okay. Then the next thing is the year. Now I come back here and look for the year. The year is 2024 and the number of pages is 22. This is the DOI. So all these are information. 2024, come back to my work. I type in 2024. The pages 22. Is it 22 or 24? I think it's 22. Let's confirm. Yeah, 22. Now you don't end here. You come to show all bibliography fields. You click on that. It will now start the ones that you should look for in that journal. You understand? So you come down. You need to the volume and the issue. Let's see this journal. Does not have volume, does not have issue. Okay, since it does not have that, you don't need to put that. But there are some journals that will show that. I want to show you how to read it. To tell you the volume, then the issue will be in brackets. But don't worry, the more we go, you will learn that. But what I want us to do now is to copy this. This is what everybody will use in knowing that this document is the DOI of that document. So you copy it and come to your work, then look for where it is. But let's see, let's see. Oh, this guy's allowed you have. Oh, that's strange. The DOI is not here. Okay, does not ask for that. Okay, okay, it's not on this, but I'm using the APA, so I'm good. And I hit on enter. Immediately I hit on enter, it shows me these first three characters. Now, please take note. If you look at it now, you can actually edit it. You can edit the citation. That's to editing is edit the source of the citation, coming back to this place. You understand? You can now see that these are the names. I can decide to say, okay, let me put this here and let me add and so it will give me all the names. You can see what I've done. I just added and comma at the end. Let me hit enter to tell me that okay, I need to do some corrections and let me see if it doesn't work. Let's go back. Uh, I wanted all the names to show, but if that's how it's going to come out, then that's how it is. And that's what I want to show you. But another thing I need to also let you understand is that after you have done this, it doesn't just end there. Imagine that, okay, you are typing, you define what cyberbullying is, then you will now say what you understand by this definition. Then you come down again, your next paragraph will be you are trying to define maybe what mental health is and what college students are. Then you now use your definition now of what cyberbullying and mental health is by using and to tell what is the issue of victimization and the rest. Maybe you are doing all that and you are adding all your references. After you have done all that, in your reference table, which is usually your last table, you come here, you go back to that same references. This time around, you don't come to insert citation. What you do is bibliography. Just click on bibliography to now ask you which style of reference you want to use. You understand? So, or rather, which methodology way you want it to be built. But this is the option. So you come here and you click on the bibliography. Most times, I prefer using reference. You understand? I don't know why this. I think this is an edited edition by my own. Normally, it gives you you just see reference there, but no problem. This is what comes out. Okay, I'm even done, Seth. So already have my time is almost up. But this is what I want to show you. Now you come here and you can now take this out and type reference. Reference. You can see is everything is done the way graduate school wants you to do it. You understand? This is the journal name, the number of pages, the title of the pages. Those are the things you saw on that paper. You understand? So automatically it is there. you can see that, okay, the names of these other guys are gradually coming out. But either ways, you can see that, but all your references will be listed out. This is just because I only have one reference here. That's why I only have one listed out. If you are working on your document from chapter 1 to 5, everything you reference is listed out. So immediately you have referenced that particular thing. Even if somebody says, okay, this work is in so person's work, you have referenced the person. You understand? It is only when you do not reference it, that's when you now have issues of plagiarism. I don't know if you have any other question. We have 8 minutes to answer, so for me to answer any question. So if you have any question, let me know before I end this lecture. And I expect all of you to start doing your background of study, especially those people that have submitted their what's the name, title pages. You can start with your background of study. Your background of study is those key notes. I want you to write it out, send to me, and then we'll all discuss about it. Okay, ask me your questions. Let me know I can end the section. Hello, do you understand it perfectly? I need to check out.
Sir,
Yeah,
can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Have a question.
You said?
The references, is it every piece of information you get, or it is for the articles that you get? Like,
Every piece
let's
of
assume
information. Okay.
gathered, you gathered, let's say, some pieces of information from different materials,
Yeah, sure.
and for each of the piece of information that you get, will you
Mm.
make references on that?
Exactly, because that's what they call turn it in. Immediately you put in your soft copy of your work, all those pieces of information is going to bring them out. All those pieces of information is going to bring them out. So any information you get, look for it and reference it using that style of referencing. Just come to citation and click on add. You can see that the initial one is there already. Just add new source. You can have different types of where you can get information, different avenue. So you can just list it there. If it's a conference proceeding, you can put it there. If it's a book you go to, you can put it there. Everything has their own definitions out there. Immediately you do that, you fill in all these places and hit on OK. The thing will do your proper referencing for you. So that's that. Any other question, please? Okay. In the absence of any other question, I would like to end this meeting and expect you to submit your Friday next week. You should be done with your bibliography. Oh, sorry. You should be done with your what's the name? Um, let's say you should be done with your chapter 1. Yeah, because you're not to go. You're not to. You just need. I need 10 sources only, as in 10 articles to explain what you are writing upon. So you do that and bring it, and we'll know how you are going before we now start it. So forget about programming or anything first. First of all, gather information regarding your topic. Then we'll proceed from there. The earlier you finish, the better for you. In fact, what can give you a spillover is your project. What can give you an extra year is your project. Your project is 6 credit load, just like your IT. You understand? But this one is more important. So you have to take it very serious. The earlier you start, the better. If you now wait till after you finish your exam second semester, you're already doing copy and paste. But if you start early, you can be able to defend your work. People will not have time to read your work. It is how you defend your work that gives you an A or a B. If you are going there to talk nonsense and they ask you one question, you've already fallen on the floor. Because your questions will be based on your keywords. All the questions that we ask you is based on your keywords. So if you are able to select or bring out your keywords properly, write on them as you are writing your literature review, write on each and every section of them. Then you now do combination of these keywords and also bring out the information you have about this combination. Then people will be seeing where you are going to actually achieve an expected end. But if you are just talking left and right, they'll say this one didn't do its work. You understand? So you need to take note of that. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Later.
So I
You say what?
the background of study that you said we should
Use
that you said we should get about 10.
yes, go through about 10 articles for your work. Fill those columns, those cope using cope strategy. Then with those 10 articles, we'll be able to know if your work is in line with what you are doing. You understand? So just do those cope
Okay.
strategy first. Analyze your work that you get out the keywords. When you get your project topic, look for the keywords and start from there. From your keywords now, search through Google Scholar. Another thing you should also take note of is that there is an AI tool that you can use, which is called typeset.io. This is wonderful in the sense that immediately you type, your search phrase there, cyberbullying. Oh, I hope that this doesn't knock us off. Let's see. Just come here. It's an AI tool, and okay, I see cyber bully. Okay, and hit enter. All the recent articles regarding that particular keyword is going to bring. See now it has gotten 10 papers. You understand? 10 papers, and they are virtually recent, 2023, 2022. You understand? And then this one has one citation. This one doesn't have any citation. You need to look for the ones that have multiple citations and is talking about your work. That's how to, if you are feeling that, I think, objective, currency. If you are feeling it, that's when you know that the ones that have multiple citation is more. But this is the AI tool. It will even go as much as giving you the result of the paper, the methods or methodologies in the paper, the literature survey of the paper. Is an AI tool that you use to get most of your keywords, to just show you the recent paper and give you a summary. You can see this is a summary of all the recent papers you can in fact copy this summary now, rephrase it and put in your work. You understand? Then each section you can have, like that man that asked me about every article or so. You can see each section has been cited. All these means they are cited where they got this information from. This is an information. Cyberbullying refers to the repetitive and intentional use of digital tools to harm another person in a digital environment. This statement was gotten from this paper. You understand? Then it can manifest. You can see the way AI has actually used different keywords to come up with this phrase here. So you too can also now copy it, take it to ChatGPT. Maybe take for example, I want to talk about what's the name, cyberbully. I just come here. It's not for them not to know that it is my work. I just say, my guy, please rephrase this statement, and I paste it there and I hit enter. This guy gives me a very, very cool narrative. You understand? Then with that now, I now come here. It can now come here now and start doing citation for each and every of these statements. Wherever you have this bracket, you go and look for the paper and use Word and do the thing I told you about, so that it will appear like it's not appear in bracket form anymore. To appear like that one that you saw one now to come out in this format. You go into that paper and put in there. With that, you are having your work written out. Then when you now read through your work, you know that you're already facing one direction. So typeset IO will help you. Thank you very much.